Hi everyone, welcome to the second episode of my YouTube channel, In Your Shoes. I'm Marlene Oluchi. So first of all, I'm so sorry it took this long before I could come back with my second episode, but we'll get into that. I just did not expect that the very second episode would be something this heavy. I always thought I would start with, cozier bands content and then slide into the heavier stuff, but unfortunately the reality around us demands for different, so we have to talk about the heavy stuff. So what we're going to talk about today is something really important to me because I've seen it happen over and over again over the years. Demolitions of buildings without prior notice to the owners, especially shops by the roadside, by street corners. So a couple of weeks ago, where in my area where I live, I sent my younger brother to go out in the morning to buy bread from our neighborhood shop. So we have this malam just by my gates, by the closed gates, like not my compound, we have a close. So at the end, just by the street, we have this malam there where we buy all our milk, detergents, bread, basic daily necessities. So my brother came back and said he couldn't get it. I was like, if malam is not around, why don't you go down to other shops? He said everything had been demolished, from the salons, the shops, the tailoring shops, everything. Containers were taken away, the buildings were brought down. And like, okay, first of all, for context, this is not like a major street, right? This is a residential area away from the express, away from the major streets and inner streets. But everything from the express down to all the streets inside, the only places that were not penetrated were closed. All the closes because those ones have like gates. Every shop owner by the roadside lost everything. Now I had to go out, of course, and because it was really painful to hear. And when I got there, a lot of people were crying, shop owners were crying. I spoke to a couple. I was like, if you knew, because the way I know this, like they give them prior notice, right? If you knew they would come down, the government has said, oh, we don't want shop owners by the roadside around this area anymore. You have to move. Why didn't you move? Why do you keep waiting for them to come and demolish? And every single person I talked to said they had absolutely no idea. Nobody notified them. Nobody had notified them about this. Now, here's the sad part. I feel this people, first of all, the shop owners who stay by the roadside, who build shacks, who use containers, these are people who are here because they need this as their basic necessity. These are people who in the first place cannot afford shops. That is why they are where they are, trying to hustle. So I think it's proper, first of all, if you want to wake up and take someone's livelihood, right, shouldn't they be notified? Shouldn't provisions be made for something else if you're going to destroy everything they have? Well, that passed. I was thinking about it, and then just last week, less than 2 weeks ago, basically a week, and I came on Facebook, and my Facebook friend Oluchi, she had made a post. She came online, she made a post. She was very devastated. Like, she just came, she was in the shop working with her girls, and all of a sudden government agents came in Owerri this time around and raised down their shop. Like, everything was brought down with caterpillars. Like, the shop was brought down. No prior notice was given to them. She's a teller. Now, I'm going to let her tell her story. Mind you, within that period, I've seen a couple of other posts. One was in Abakaliki. The same thing happened. Each person keeps saying nobody notified them. They were not notified before their livelihood was taken. And they don't even allow them take their things. The shops by the road here, by my clothes, or more like people's goods mixed up with the... let's hear from Oluchi. She's here on the channel to share with us.
My name is Lumeze Oluchi. I'm a seamstress. I sew female clothing. and my shop is located at Area A World Bank. It's behind Dreamland, Owerri, Imo State. So on the 26th of August, at about 2 or thereabouts, I and some of my girls were just working at the shop. And then the next thing we saw a caterpillar and some men, they just pulled over. Like, all of you, get out, get out. We're going to demolish this place now. And I'm like, before I could even say Jack, like ask, why do you have to demolish it? These people pulled the whole thing down. Like, even I and my girls were trying to see how we can maybe even take anything, but we saw the container raise. It was raising down on us. We had to run out. We had to run out. I couldn't pick a pin. The only thing I took that day was because somebody was going to have a traditional wedding. This happened on a Thursday. Somebody was going to have a traditional wedding on Friday. That was the only clothes I knew was on the chair. I just finished making it that I had to just pick and run out of that place. There was no prior notice by the government. The people, when they were done, they said they're from Imo State and Traku. No prior notice, no nothing. You just come and destroy somebody's livelihood. The government has not said anything about it. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that was affected. There were other people. Government has not said anything about it. They're mute about it. My stuffs were destroyed. When they were done, the only thing I could do, I stood there crying. You know, I was crying. I was like, what just happened? It happened like within 5 minutes. I just stood there. I was crying. Like, I didn't know what to do. So people gathered, you know. Everybody was just helping. We were trying to see the things that we could pick out. But my stuffs, major things were destroyed. And since then, it has not been easy. You know, I've just been seeing how I can operate from the house. I contacted agents to help me look for another place, and the prices are outrageous. I can't afford it. And that's part of the reason why I opted to stay in a container. And it's in a street, not even on the road. That's where the container is located. You know? I don't know. I think I'm not depressed. This is a business that I've been building since like 2-3 years now, all by myself. And just like that, I watch it go. Nothing has been done about it. Nobody's saying anything. The government, they're not even saying sorry for what they've done. Neither are they trying to compensate us or me, I don't know. And I don't know what to call that, but I know it's not fair. I don't know the way forward. I'm only trying to look for a place, but I can't afford it. Okay, some of the people that I had there. Oh, Jesus. The clients, I had their clothing. Some that was able to get out. I've been calling them, going to deliver it for them at the houses. Right now, I need another workspace. I need sewing tools to see how I can start all over again. I need a space. I don't know. There's no day that passes by that I don't cry. I'm not depressed. I'm just... God.
When we talk about heavy stuff like this, apart from the fact that we want to create awareness about these things happening, I feel like we have this burden to do something, but do what? That is the problem. But that is why I'm talking about this, because I want us to hold these conversations, right? What can we do? Who can we talk to? Victims, who can they reach out to? What can be done for them? So, like, I don't know it all, of course. I know very little, so I'm here talking about this so that if you know something that can be done, you can reach out to me. You can send me a text, you can email me. Like, I feel like it's so sad because that could have been anybody, right? That could have been anybody. I don't wake up and think about how my source of livelihood will just be taken away from me. Like, I'll just wake up and everything is gone just like that. Because, so yeah, like I said, it's going to be the heavy stuff today, but I just want us to, I feel like solutions are created when people talk about things and don't just ignore them. So please kindly reach out to me. You have heard about this. I'm sure you have scores of other experiences, lived experiences around things like this that you are aware of. If not you directly, maybe people around you. I'm sure a lot. We're in Nigeria now. These things, they happen. So please, I don't know. I just feel there must be something, right, that can be done. There must be a channel we can talk to. There must be somehow victims can be reached or can reach out. So please, if you know something, do reach out to me. And well, I know this is like the heavy stuff, but that's why we are here. We're going to still bring the fun stuff. But for now, thank you for tuning into my channel and thank you for listening, and I hope this did not ruin your day the way it ruined mine. I hope you still have a smile on your face. So please, thank you for watching. Subscribe.